Shalom, 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 shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honors, praises, glory to Yahweh by Sham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wahab, Kwadash. Honors to the apostles that have in the Holy Spirit, and to the hopeful elect across the globe, and to the few brothers and sisters that are listening and also learning in hopes of being saved within these last days. Because you know we're living in the last days of the last days, right? And we're going to get straight to this, straight to it. Proverbs 25 and 28. Mm. So it says, whoever has no rule over his own spirit, it says it, right? It's like it's like a city broken down. The first thing, bro, in any engagement of war, not even in war, but I'm using it as an example. Whoever has no rule over his own spirit, your spirit is your essence. That's where it all begins. It's like a city broken down without walls. So the moment you have no control of your spirit, guess what? You become like a city without any type of defense. Once them defenses are down, that's it. So a defenseless city, guess what happens? People are gonna run into it, right? Barricade it, run into it. Your minds have to be the same way. Our minds have to be the same way, right? No, this is so important. But guess what? Guess who rules your spirit? Yahweh Shai, the Holy Spirit. That's why we got to beg, pray, Yahweh Shai. Take control of me, Yahweh Shai. Take control of the Holy Spirit. Do not take it away from me, but restore unto me the joy of your salvation. Your spirit is everything. That's your essence, right? That's your essence. And a man that doesn't have control over that, listen, bro, a man that doesn't have control over that, he's going to be all over the place. That's one thing we must control. In any level, in any war, the one that acts first in impulsiveness is the one that usually loses. Example, you will see the boxing weigh-ins, right? The one that starts reacting first, it's like he's lost the fight already. So when you see people being very reactionary towards you, that means you're winning. You're winning, bro. If you can win a battle or fight without even laying a hand on someone, you've done half the battle already. All right? So we're going to also go to this, Romans. Let's go. Let's grab Romans. An example of just ruling the spirit. Don't let the flesh rule you more than the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Check this out. Hmm? I'm just looking for something right now. Hmm? Just looking for this right now. This is Romans 8. Check this out. This is 8 and 4. Do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the spirit. For the flesh, for those who live according to the flesh, set their minds on the things of the flesh. So the flesh has a mind of its own. The only thing the flesh knows is that feels good, that feels bad, that hurts, that don't hurt. That's all the flesh knows. Huh? But those who live according to the spirit, the things of the spirit. So if you're living according to the spirit of Yahweh Shai, your mind is going to be pertaining to the things of the spirit, not the things of the flesh. Right? You can't please Yahweh Shai if you're in the flesh. You cannot please the Father in the flesh. Now there's a balance, right? Because you can't listen. You need a balance, but you can't be in the flesh all the time, Baba Kasha, because then you're not gonna please the Father. Okay, and it says, "For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace." And you're only spiritually minded when Yahweh Shai is supping with you through the scriptures. That's how you become spiritually minded, and you're making decisions based on the spirit and not the flesh. When you make decisions according to the flesh, It's the wrong decision. It's the wrong decision. And this is how you're going to have longevity. This is how you're going to overcome the enemy. Because the enemy, he does 90% of what he does is according to your flesh. Okay? Fleshly thinking. That's how mostly wrong decisions get made. Emotions. He's going to try to use your emotions against you. Also, you know the enemy can use your emotions against you now. Weaponize your emotions, right? Anger, wrath, anger. Okay? Things like anger, wrath. You know what I'm saying? There's anger, wrath. There's different things, man. You know? So we got to be in the spirit. We got to be in the spirit as much as possible. Right? Right there, ladies. Hi. How you doing? You okay? I'm okay, sure. So we got to be in the spirit of the Lord Jehovah Shah as much as possible. Okay? Stay in the spirit. Okay? Those are in the spirit. That's how you're pleasing Jehovah Shah. Okay? Listen, we have the answers. Anytime the enemy's trying to get a reaction out of you, that means you're already winning. Bro, you gotta understand that. You gotta understand that. It's like the CIA. The CIA, what do? They go into other countries provoking other nations, right? For a reaction. You know that, right? Everything, listen. That's how you win. That's how you're gonna win. That's how you outsmart your enemy. Learn to be discompassionate. Doesn't mean you don't have compassion. No. Learn to be discompassionate. When it comes to psychological stuff, learn to be discompassionate. Right? Stoic. The men, Lord, they're stoics. Disciplined. The Epicureans, they were doing things according to the flesh. So how does that feel if I do this in the flesh? Instant gratification versus non-gratification. Okay? Instant gratification versus non-gratification. Okay? Telling you, Baba Kishore. The gratification we want is of the Father. Instant gratification, what does it do? It feels good for that time. But after that, you feel worse than you did before. So we got to seek not to be gratified, Baba Kishore. We got to see instant gratification, Baba Kishore. We got to be delayed gratification. That's the best way. Delayed. Right? Delayed gratification. That's how you build strength. The simply scriptures come on. Baba Kishore. What we got? Hold on. Something's come to mind. Let me just a minute. Anger. All these things the enemy will use against you, bro. If you don't see it, your emotions, right? He can use that against you. Ephesians 4, and it says this, and do not grieve the. You know what? Let's go to verse 26. Be angry and do not sin. It doesn't say you can't be angry. He's actually saying be angry. Anger can be transmuted into you motivating yourself. And do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your wrath, nor give place to the devil. See? So it says, now let your sun go down upon the wrath. So you're not supposed to let that happen. Don't let your sun go down upon your wrath. You're not supposed to carry anger through the next day and the next day. You're not supposed to do that. Do not let your sun go down upon the wrath. Alright? Be balanced in this, I'm telling you. Do not let that happen. Nor give place to the devil. Don't give him any place. You keep giving him place, man. Right? Stop giving the devil place over your thoughts, over your thinking. Right? You gotta stop doing that. Right? And it says, Baba Kishore, check this out. And it says, also jump to verse 30. Do not grieve the Holy Spirit of God, by whom you were sealed for the day of redemption. There are two: bitterness, wrath, anger, clamor, and evil speaking. Be put away from you with all malice, and be kind to one to another. These are the things that can be used. Emotions, man. Like that Beyonce song. It's just emotions. They get me closer. It's the emotions, bro, what cause you to do things you wouldn't do. Bro, we have to be intact, bro. Every little thing that you see, you can't be getting triggered by that. Because the average person, guess what? They get triggered by any little thing they get triggered by. Any little thing. On the other hand, the meta Lord of Yahushua ain't supposed to be that way. You getting triggered at anything that happens, you just getting triggered, bent out of shape. If people can do that, guess what? They can control you. They can control you. If anyone can control your emotions, they can control you. See what else we got. We got scriptures on that. Let's go to Proverbs. Oh, no, it's all right. Jimmy. Oh, good job. Good job. So, yes, we got to keep your emotions in check. Don't let your emotions control you. Control your emotions. Okay? Jimmy! Okay, sure. Control your emotions, man. And don't let them control you. Because it can cause you to say something or do something you shouldn't be doing. Alright? And we don't want it to happen. Right? Remain in the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Right? Remain in his Holy Spirit. So we're gonna get Proverbs. Okay. So we got Proverbs 15. Come on. So this Proverbs 15. And this Proverbs 15. A soft answer turns away wrath. Alright. You may have an example, someone's speaking to you a certain way and you kind of see this person's trying to he might be having a bad day. He or she's having a bad day. And they're trying to basically take that out on you. But it's a soft answer. Turns away wrath. So sometimes just give a soft answer. Okay? Brothers, a soft answer. Hmm? But a harsh word stirs up anger. Yeah? Soft words. Hmm? The tongue of the wise uses knowledge rightly, but the mouth of fools pours for foolishness. So a lot of the times, anyone that's speaking foolishness because they're not tamed in speech. Think before you speak, man. Don't speak before you think. Think before you speak. You end up saying things that you shouldn't be saying. Huh? Think before you speak, man. Hmm. At all times, let your speech always be seasoned with salt, and no one have to give an answer to every man. Okay. And another thing, the people you're gonna see people walking around you, different people. That's called repetition. Because through repetition, you can program the mind. Through repetition, right? Through patterns. So just be mindful of that and notice if you see the same repetition of people walking about, that's a way of trying to program the subconscious mind. And therefore, be careful because you don't want to get that pattern you see, you don't want to act it out because you see it. That's one of the ways. Okay? So, we're going to shut off here. Lord willing, this was edifying. And until the next time, Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.